Okay, guys, UFC Fight Night Cannonier versus Rodrigues just took place, and we were fucking smacking all around this card, man. We just couldn't miss tonight, man. Felt like regardless of what I locked in, we couldn't miss, and that's why I'm fucking sad, man. I'm gonna break down this card, obviously, but I just want you guys to all sit down and just listen real quick and just hear me out, okay? Things are about to be getting real fucking hot over here, and you can be in if you want or don't tail, but things are about to be getting fucking hot over here because I'm fucking hot right now. I'm gonna start flashing shit up on the screen for you guys just to kind of give you an idea. But you would think that I'd be more excited. We just smacked a K tonight, but I'm not. This is gonna be a bit different. Like I said, I just want to talk to you guys here. I had a premonition all day. I do a lot of fucking work for this. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of fucking work for this stuff, guys. So when I have a premonition or when I'm thinking I'm feeling a parlay or feeling a card or something like that, man, you should fucking listen and you should tail. And obviously I haven't given you guys that option yet. But I'm telling you guys, so Cannonier round 4, I was telling it to my friend all fucking day long, man. Cannonier's gonna get a knockout win in round 4, and like I said, call it a fucking premonition, call it whatever you want. I'm fucking pissed off. I hovered $500 over that fucking thing, and the payout was $15,000. The payout was $15,000, and I almost want to make this video about what I would do right now with the $15,000. I would take a trip to the beach. I would go do this. I would do that. It fixed a lot of fucking problems in my life, man. So I vouch right here. I want to sit down in front of you guys and vouch. I will never be a pussy or a bitch ever, ever again. I will trust my gut. My gut picked every single fight right on this card. Every single fight right. On the video I showed you guys, I think I missed maybe the Cannonier fight. I told you guys that the other fight that I missed was the fucking Andre Petroski fight, which I said Andre was going to win by vibes. There it was. Angela Overkill Hill, I said she was going to win by decision. She wins by decision. Other than that, I smacked every other fight on the card. I was calling out the exact way that fights were going to end, the rounds, and how the fights were going to go, everything, guys. All I'm saying, it's about to get real fucking hot, and I'm gonna give it to you guys. I'm gonna serve up the hot steamy shit, bro. I'm gonna bring it out for you guys. What I need, though, I'm serious. If I'm gonna be putting myself out there like this, and I'm really gonna be sharing everything, I'm gonna need you guys to sub. I'm gonna need you guys to like. I'm gonna need you guys to comment. I'm gonna need you guys to do it all. If not, then fucking get lost, man. Because I'm about to be making everybody some big time fucking money over here, man. I'm vouching right here. I will never be a pussy again. I just had to get that out the way. Thinking about that 15 grand really has changed. It's changing how I'm I don't know, guys, but let's get back into the normal fucking video, the normal broadcasting here. So Jared Cannonier came in, had a fucking stellar performance. I don't know if it was really that Jared Cannonier had a stellar performance or it was that Gregory Rodrigues is just really not that guy yet. And I don't think he ever really will be that guy. He's way too fucking sloppy on the feet. His gas tank can't hold up the sloppiness. If he doesn't get a guy out of there in rounds 1 or 2, then the fight's over. I mean, hell, even by round 2, this guy was leaning over the top of the fence and huffing and heaving. So, yeah, Gregory Rodrigues, I feel like just looked like shit. I mean, obviously, I'm going to give Jared Cannonier his flowers. I said in the prediction video, I said that if there was going to be anybody that beats Gregory Rodrigues, if I had to design a fighter, that fighter would be Jared Cannonier. And he proved even at 40 that I'm fucking right on that, man. He's the perfect matchup to counter a guy like Gregory Rodrigues. So, props to Jared Cannonier. He had a stellar performance. I'm stoked. So, the co-main was fucking horrible, man. What a terrible showing from fucking Yusuf Salau. What a horrible showing. I mean, he looked great. It just, and obviously, why would you sit there and box with a guy like Calvin Kattar? But I'll just let you know now, he'll never beat Ilya. He'll never get that one back. And I don't think he'll ever win. I don't think he'll ever touch a belt. to be honest. He's definitely good. I love the movement. That's kind of like how I prefer to fight too. I don't like getting touched. Who does? Um, I tell you who does. This fucking idiot Dylan Budka. But um, just pitiful. Calvin looked like he just was there for the paycheck. He looked frustrated. Yusuf was just running around the octagon the whole time, touching and going, footwork, legit running at times, running away from Calvin Cater, and that was it, man. Didn't get any takedowns, didn't do anything like that. So what are you gonna do, bro? Yusuf Zalal is very boring to watch. Next up, we have Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka, and he actually gets the performance of the night for that. It was impressive. I mean, it's just a little step back right. I mean, it was nice. Dylan Budka probably needs to get cut from the UFC. He's definitely not UFC caliber, and you could really see it. I know that the second it panned to his friends in the crowd, I knew for absolute certainty that, yeah, this guy comes from a scuffed line of genetics and a scuffed breed. So I knew just looking at the degeneracy that I saw on screen that he was going to get slept pretty fast. Edmund Shabazian goes in there and makes quick work of him. Dylan Budka looks like shit, doesn't even try grappling. American wrestling is a joke. Yeah, let's go to the next one. We've got, really excited about this one here. Everybody in the community seemed to be thinking that, Gabriel was going to be the one to lose to Chaos Williams, and Ismail was going to be able to beat what's his name? Nazim Sadikov. And you know where I was at. I was standing right there on the right side of the fence, man. I said Nazim is going to be way too much for him. He has got way too good technique, and Ismail is too sloppy, a little bit too reckless at times, and he just really didn't impress me at all in his last performance against a 40-year-old that he was literally just, they sent him out there to get finished, and he couldn't finish him. So yeah. I don't think the Bonfim brothers are that impressive. Gabriel actually looked quite good tonight. I was impressed with him, but Ismail, like I said, sucks, and I don't think he'll be anything. But props to Nazim. I'm really curious about what he's going to look like in the future of this division. I think he's a fun fighter, great technique, beautiful question mark kick, cuts the face open of Ismail Bonfim, and they get a weird doctor stoppage. Little odd, but that fight was going downhill fast. I think Nazim was going to get a highlight KO regardless, so that question mark kick was an absolute thing of beauty. It didn't even look like it hit very hard. It just hit so flush and clean, the shin right to the cheekbone right there, just a huge gash. It fucked his eye up too, cut his nose. You could see the line where the shin went. Cut his nose, cut his cheek, and his eye. I don't know, man. Looked like Ismail kind of bitched out. But anyways, yeah, great fight there. Nazim's a lot of fun. Ismail, we'll figure out something to do with him. But next up, we got Rodolfo Vieira versus fucking Andre Petroski. I said Andre Petroski would win. Rodolfo Vieira is not really that impressive to me. Just an old man. He's good at jiu-jitsu, and I felt like the wrestling of Petroski would be able to shuck off most takedown attempts, and that's exactly what happened. He looked a little bit better on the feet. I thought so. I'm so done with being a bitch, guys. I'm telling you guys, we're about to get fucking hot over here. Please drop the sub right now if you want to get in on this, because I'll tell you what, once I'm at a K, 5K, 10K, I don't know if I'm just going to be fucking giving everybody money away for free. I'm going to start, anyways, we got Connor Matthews versus Jose Miguel Delgado, and in my breakdown, you guys know I didn't even sit there and waste time breaking this shit down. I said, get this fucking Connor Matthews guy the fuck out of the UFC, man. He's gonna get fucking slept by Delgado, and that's exactly what happened. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work from Delgado, and this guy's gonna be a serious fucking prospect in this division. Let me tell you, man, he is gonna be a real fucking problem, and I'm excited to see what he's got in store. Next up, we've got Angela Hill versus Caitlin Sousa. I also said Angela Hill would win by decision, but I went with a fucking Sousa, so kind of disappointing on that. Angela Hill just outdogged her, man. The first round, she just had a higher volume, higher pace, got the takedown. She was doing good, and you're like, damn, Caitlin Sousa looks a little frustrated. And round two, she comes out and looks really good, throwing some heavy power shots, and it looks like Angela Hill is slowing down. And you're like, man, What a shame, man. Angela Hill is really 40. And in round three, she just picks it back up, gets the takedown again, gets the control, 5 minutes control time, lands more strikes. She just looks great. She's got the higher volume, frustrates Caitlin Sousa, and gets the job done on the judges' scorecard. So great job from Angela Hill. I'm really impressed with her for coming out there and looking as good as she did. Just letting you guys know, both the 40-year-old black people won on this card. They have better genetics, man. Anyways, Rafael Estevam versus Jesus Aguilar went exactly as expected. Looked exactly like the Madonka fight. Looked exactly like how Rafael gassed out against Charles Johnson in his fight with him. You know, high wrestling pace first 2 rounds, and has just got nothing for round three. So I will say something, Jesus came out and dogged out in round three. Stupid. He might have been able to get a finish, but he's stupid. He's short. It doesn't matter. But Rafael Estevam, I'll tell you what, guys, if this does end up being a situation where he gets a higher level guy, or if he ever gets a 5-rounder or anything like that, I'm loading the house on whoever he's fighting, because this guy is not that good, man. He's got that grappling for the first 2 rounds and he'll bully you. But apart from that, that's it, man. He's got no gas tank in round 3, and he's got nothing for 4 and 5. So if this guy ever finds himself in a 5-round fight, fucking load the house on a 4th-round finish. Next up, we've got Gabriel Bonfim versus Chaos Williams. And I also picked this one spot on. I thought Gabriel Bonfim, whatever you want to say, was just going to be a little bit too dynamic, a little bit, had too much in the game plan and in the tool bag for Chaos Williams to deal with. Chaos strikes me as a guy that has 3 things, and if those 3 things stop working, he's got nothing. He's got that jab to the body into the overhand right. He's got a leg kick, and he's just got right and left. I don't know. Very very rudimentary, very basic striking, basic everything, and it just really simple guy to figure out. If you can avoid that power and that jab to the overhand right, and you get out of the first round, you're pretty much smooth sailing to a easy win. So that's exactly what Gabriel Bonfim did. Got the takedowns, got the control time, outstruck him on the feet, danced around, did whatever he wanted to do. Honestly, he looked leagues above Chaos Williams. So good for Gabriel Bonfim. Looks like he actually got the performance of the night as well. Now Vince Morales versus Elijah Smith, which I thought was one of the more fun fights on the card. Yeah, predicted all these fights correct, man. Elijah Smith thought he'd go in there and just not be the necessarily better fighter, but just be a little bit more athletic, and that's exactly what happened. He mogged Vince Morales in the athleticism department. At some point, it looked like, I don't know if Vince Morales had a bow and arrow choke, like a no-gi bow and arrow choke or something, but it looks pretty cool. He had Elijah Smith in trouble, and it was definitely a very fun fight, back and forth a lot of the times, but Elijah Smith clearly edged it out on the feet, and that's where he won the fight. Dontel Mays versus Walter Walker. Dude, Walter Walker, like I said, he's going to go in there and he's going to do what Shamil Gaziev did, except just do it better because he has more finishing potential on the ground. I said if he came in looking good on the scales, he was going to go in there and have his way with Dontel Mays, and he came in on the scales with fucking abs, man. So I'll tell you what, man, Walter Walker is the new Jalton Almeida of this division. It's the truth. He's fucking good. He came in there and got a round 1 heel hook. So he gets the takedown, rotates to the back, and jumps off for a fucking heel hook, rolls to a heel hook. Dontel Mays quickly taps. Good work. Jacqueline Cavalcante versus Julia Oliva. I didn't really watch this one, actually. I'm sure she just struck and outstruck her. I'm sure that's what happened. So, anyways, who cares? But like I said, guys, back to what I was saying, man. I'm serious, man. Lock in. Everybody drop the sub. I'm sick of it. Let's blow up. We're about to get hot here. We're about to go on a big streak, and I'm serious, man. Thinking about that 15K, man, it's flipped a switch for me. So if you made it this far into the video, man, I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your guys' night, and take care.